Hey y'all, how you doing? I'm Takara. This is my husband, Kylan, and we're here with another episode of Mutual Intentional Love. And I don't know what episode it was, but one of these past episodes, hopefully y'all have checked them out. We talked about how it is late. We're tired. So this episode, we're talking about talking. Did you hear that came out? We're talking about parenthood. The fruits of our love, which is our babies. And this happens to be our first episode where I'm no longer pregnant. Yeah. Oh my gosh, hallelujah. Right?
Yeah, that's fun. Very fun.
Y'all women that have been pregnant, you understand, right? I know you have to. It is beautiful. It's an amazing experience, but my goodness, it's long and you're ready for it to be done. And it's done. She's here. So we've had to wait to record because we have a teen and two under two, and we meant to. So we had to get the 17-month-old into bed, and then the newborn also fed and sleeping for that short period of time that we have.
Oh boy.
Yeah, it's been a day, honestly. Yeah, it's a bit late.
Very long day.
It's been a long day. It's been a good day.
Yeah, good day.
But it has been a long day.
Longer than the last time we did this, that's for sure.
Yeah.
It is, 1 a.m. now?
I don't even know. I haven't looked at the time because that's better.
That's better.
It is, because if I'm tapped into the reality, I might realize hold up, I'm tired.
Yeah.
But since I don't know, I'm good.
Sure.
Yeah. Yeah. So, anyways, we're here. As I said, parenthood and the fruits of our love. So for me, parenthood started a little different than for you. And that we have what would be considered, I guess, a modern family in today's world. When we met, I already had my first baby girl, our first baby girl, and I can't actually even remember how old she was, but she definitely was in elementary. Or was it middle?
Not elementary. Jesus, no.
I think she was.
No.
I think it was her last year. It was middle school?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, because middle school is 3 years.
Yeah, man.
Okay, yeah, so middle school. Listen, this is another thing about love, okay? At least for me anyways. Y'all have to tell me in the comments if this happens for you. Because for me, once I finally have my husband, I can't remember life without him. It's he was there always. It's my brain has just entered him into everything. It's didn't we watch this together? Weren't you here? Didn't so it seems like it's been a lifetime, and it really has only been a little bit of time.
Yeah.
Yeah, and these
a lot of life, a little time.
Yeah, and these kids grow up so fast that
Jesus.
Man, I thought she was younger. But could you hear that? I don't know if we're going to make 30 minutes. We might have our first shorter episode. We'll see how it goes.
Or you all might get to see baby girl in this episode.
Oh, man. Isn't this how it goes? Because she's been so peaceful and quiet for hours. But I think it's been hours.
It's been maybe an hour.
We started too late. You know how it goes. So what was I saying? So I was saying that when we met, I had our first daughter, and Kylan absolutely I just couldn't believe how smooth that went. Him accepting her as his own, and her also accepting him, and Like, so much so, they were like best friends. Like, excuse me. And even to this day, like, she will call his phone. And I'll be like, why didn't you call me? Why didn't I know first?
Yeah, man.
And yeah, so it's really beautiful. And I'm just so thankful, so grateful. You're an amazing father, like amazing. And so obviously, I wanted to just have more babies, and that's what we did.
Yeah, man.
Like we absolutely planned our next two girls. Um, so yeah, our middle girl, we had her, and then it got to the point where, let's see, she would have been, she's 17 months now, so I don't know the math. That's too much for my brain at this late hour. But I don't know. For some reason, I want the exact age.
I mean,
but it doesn't even matter. The point is that I know my age, and I was like, I don't have time to waste. I am literally, they no longer say geriatric pregnancies. Now they say AMA, which is advanced maternal age. So that's me. And I don't want to waste no more time. I wanted the girls to be close in age because our oldest is going to leave us in no time, go off to college. And so we wanted the babies to have each other.
I figured it out. So if I looked spaced out from over there, I was doing the math in my mind.
Okay.
She was 7 months.
No.
7 months.
See, now I feel like it's like the elementary middle school thing. Are you sure?
I'm positive because it was...
Oh, because it takes so much long. Again, it takes so long to have a baby.
Yeah.
So I guess that probably does make sense.
Because we made the decision before she was 1. It was before her first birthday.
It was what, April?
Yeah, it was April.
March,
it was April when we actually made the decision. I remember it's in my calendar.
Oh, wow. Yeah, see what I'm saying? We did not waste no time. So we had a 7-month-old, and we're like, you know what?
So another one of these things. Let's do it.
Let's get her done. And it's really, that's a blessing within itself too.
Because what's fun about that was it actually was, we didn't get the conversation started. Our oldest daughter came and asked us that night, because we were just chilling. We had just put our youngest dad at the time, who is now our middle daughter, to bed. Mm-hmm. And then she came in and asked us, so, y'all gonna have another one?
I only slightly remember that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I do. I definitely remember her asking, and I remember us like consulting with her, like, do you want another sibling? So this was like, it was really a family plan.
After she came in and asked us, she kind of threw us for a loop because, where's this coming from right now?
And we had just started talking about it on our own.
Yeah.
So it was almost like a confirmation.
A reconfirmation.
Yeah.
So then we talked about it. Just me and her. We talked about it, regrouped, and then had another family meeting.
Yeah.
And confirmed the decision to have a third.
Yeah, but she was really hoping for a little brother.
Yeah. I
was hoping for another girl, and
I was fine with whatever.
Of course, I would love my boy. I would love my son. I was also fine, but we already have all the things for a girl, and
very convenient.
I mean, I just wanted a girl. I wanted to be a girl mom only. That's just what I wanted, always. Okay, like we don't like it. Just is what it is.
Yeah, man. And I guess for me that was something where I was definitely cool being a girl dad through and through, which I still am. I'm 3 for 3.
Yeah.
So that was fun, but my only reservation with having a son, which is so one of those it's one of those things that you have to think about. Like there's a lot that goes into it. It's again not one of those things that for me as a black man, that's not something that I can just make that decision lightly and then not saying that it's even a decision to begin with. It's like, I don't get to choose whether I have a boy or a girl. But
Right.
the reality of the situation and what to hope for and what to prepare myself for mentally to get into that headspace of what all comes with raising a black son
Yeah.
is a lot.
It is a lot.
It is a lot, which is something that I was a little bit concerned about because, it's just a lot that goes into it with just being a black male in today's society and society, period, just historically.
Yeah.
But especially right now with the way that everything is, it's a lot of challenges. There's a lot of emotions that go into it, of just constant worry of how do I keep my son safe at all times?
Yeah.
How do I raise my son in a way to where he's least likely to seem a threat or offensive with just his mere presence in public?
Yeah.
And it's like that was a very heavy
Heavy.
reality for
Yeah,
me.
it is heavy.
To sit with that and be, and it's natural. Like with any child, it comes with its own set of responsibilities and worries and concerns, but that's another layer of complexity that's added and compounded on top of it.
Absolutely.
That was just tremendously concerning to me.
Yeah.
And, thankfully, it was something I was relieved of and was just replaced with the typical worries of raising another baby girl. So
Yeah.
which comes with its own
Yep, that's what I was just about to say. Yeah.
But
yeah, a different level.
yeah.
It's just full of worry. Not so heavy,
Mm-hmm.
but just full of worry.
Yeah. For sure.
Funny. Yeah. Man. Okay, so going back though to blending our family.
Yeah.
Like, I guess I don't know. I was trying to think of like a question for again our audience. Like I was saying in the last episode, like I'm always trying to think of you guys viewing and how we can help or encourage what somebody else, another family might be experiencing or going through.
Yeah. Just really have a conversation, a back and forth. You let us know what's going on with you. We can talk about what's going on with us, and maybe we both have something to learn from each other.
Yeah.
Have a different insight we can give on a certain situation. And regardless of whether it's something we personally experienced or not, we are always willing to listen and give an opinion.
For sure.
So.
Yeah. So, like, with you, is there anything that you would add to, like, I guess, again, I just can't figure out the question I'm going to ask. Like, as far as, like, what you would add or say about just starting, like, the way parenthood started for you. Like, as far as, because it's different between our first and our second and our third.
Yeah, for sure. It was a real domino effect, that's for sure. Because with getting started, it was already like I went from being a single man to a man in a relationship to a father figure to a whole father within a very short time frame.
Yeah.
I dove head first into the deep end with a near teen to an immediate teen daughter
Yeah.
starting out the gate.
Yeah, I know.
Which
A
is
very strong will, like, because she's
yeah.
been a teen since she was 3. So you can imagine.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so she's something special, that's for sure.
Oh, yeah.
But it was really such a beautiful experience the way it all unfolded for me.
Yeah.
Because it's one thing, when you don't get to traditionally and typically you don't get to pick your child. You don't get to pick your parent. You don't have the opportunity. You get what you get whatever life throws at you.
Mm-hmm.
But what was so beautiful about our dynamic that I absolutely loved the opportunity is we got to really choose each other,
Mm.
because it was never a situation where like, oh, this is just what's happening now. I'm here, you're here. We have to figure out life. It was never that type of energy around it. It was
Yeah.
never anything forced or imposed upon either of us. It was always completely natural. This natural
Yeah.
synergy and growth and this meshing together, that just a beautiful bond that formed like
Truly.
from the jump.
Yeah. Oh,
It
absolutely.
was immediate. Like
Immediately, because I do remember.
yeah.
The very first interaction between them was a video call.
Yeah.
And
June 22nd.
Because again, if you haven't watched the previous episodes, please do so. We met online,
Yeah.
and so we hadn't even met in person yet.
No. Yeah.
So the same way that we were getting to know each other, our oldest asked, like, well, when do I get to meet him?
Because she was always a part of our conversations and interactions from the very beginning.
Yeah, yeah.
So when we first began talking, it was something that was known up front.
Yeah, definitely.
She already had a daughter, and that was something that I was already aware of and was fine with and accepted from the start.
Yes.
And so I was already constantly asking about her, getting to know her through our conversations that we were having.
Right.
I was already learning who she was,
right,
and all these wonderful things.
And taking notes. Like, what man does that? Seriously.
I do love my notes, yeah.
Yeah, it's so amazing.
I love my notes.
Yeah. But yeah, so I remember that you were like, you were so nervous.
My goodness, I was absolutely petrified, because it came from out of nowhere.
I know.
It came from out of nowhere, because it was just like, there was no lead up to it. It wasn't like, oh, maybe this will happen next month or next week or tomorrow. It was no. She would like to join our call right now.
Yeah, and I think maybe you didn't have a shirt on.
I did. I was like, I had like, what is happening? Like,
what do I wear?
Do I jump up? Because it was nighttime. I was in bed. I had on my pajamas, and I had my pajama pants, no shirt. It was summertime. It was hot. So it's like, so and out. I was relaxing. I was chill. Lights was off. I was just talking to her. Everything was relaxed, real chill. And then all of a sudden, like this was just thrown into the mix. So now, red alert. What do I do? What is happening? What is the protocol for this? Like, what do I do? Like,
I know.
What happens now? Do I put on a button up shirt? Do I is a tie necessary for this? Do we postpone? This is a first meeting. First impressions are so important.
Right, with a kid.
Yes.
I mean, of course, but like a tie.
With anyone.
I know, and you sent a voice note, I think.
I did.
And I can't. And it's just so
did.
funny, like, cause you asked like, like how you should speak, I think.
Yeah, like
And I'm like, what, just be yourself. Oh my gosh, like what do you mean?
what is the plan? What is the plan? I need to know a plan.
Yeah.
I'm very plan oriented. I have to have a plan. I don't like going into things with no plan
Yeah.
where I'm just thrown to just I was completely off balance. I wasn't expecting it. I was not prepared for that moment to occur. So I said, like, do we postpone this till tomorrow?
No.
Like, is this like, do we set up a date so where
It's
we can
not that
just like
serious. Like it's a big deal. It's a big deal, but it's like not that serious.
it
Like
was that
she just wants to
serious?
talk to you and meet you, and then so like it's so funny because I remember all the lead up, but as far as her getting on the call, I just know it was like smooth and great,
Yeah,
but I don't remember like really like I don't remember what she said or if you said something first or if she did like
yeah, yeah. It was an exchange of introduction. Everything still remained quite chill. I was internally screaming, but everything just like it went from up here and mellowed back out. It was like,
yeah.
oh, okay, this
Because
is
she's
nice.
amazing and she's awesome and
This
she
is
made it
yeah,
easy.
this is nice. This is just regular old family time. We got into a little
Oh
rhythm,
yeah.
started a conversation going. Then we had story time. We were talking about some old family stories from me, from them, and then everything went nice for the rest of the evening. And
Yeah.
we
It's so
had a
beautiful.
beautiful moment, and it was really amazing after my entire internal freak out. And so yeah,
Yeah.
that was really amazing.
Yeah.
But I definitely will say it's like it went the absolute best way it could have.
For sure. Because like I said, even still,
Yeah,
like y'all are like best friends.
yeah, because I going into it like you have no set expectations
Yeah.
going into it, and for me especially having no children prior, so it's like what really do you expect? I did have some experience thanks to having like nephews and nieces though, but they were like babies,
Mm-hmm.
like very small babies.
Yeah.
Like in that now I have a full grown kid. Like it's like
Yeah.
what actually do I do?
Yeah.
Like what's the dynamic here? Like where but figuring that out was very natural.
Yeah.
Very natural, very comfortable. It was always something where it went smooth.
Yeah.
So that was an amazing experience.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
For sure. Yeah.
Yeah, and that's so I got my first daughter right there.
Yep.
And that's crazy.
It is. Yeah. And
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Very awesome. Like getting to choose each other is always my favorite part about it because
Yeah,
you
that
know
was such a beautiful way to put it.
yeah
Mm-hmm.
because that was a big deal. I was already aware from the beginning the way I felt about it. It was never an expectation of having one without the other. Like I wasn't just marrying you,
Mm-hmm.
I was marrying a family. I was getting my wife and a daughter.
Yes.
And that was something that was very important to me that would go well, would go smoothly, would be something to where everyone's happy and at peace.
Yeah.
Because that's very important because you see a lot of times it's all over. You have family members, you have several examples in the media where it doesn't really go that smooth.
Right.
So, knowing all these things going into it, you don't know what to expect. You don't know what you're going to get. You don't know what the reception's going to be. You don't know if there's going to be some friction there. You don't know if it's going to be some point of resistance, some sort of rejection on any level. And none of that was there.
Yeah.
So it's like really beautiful
Yeah.
that I got to have such an amazing experience.
I was thinking like a way of summarizing. So be yourself. um, I guess it is
Yeah.
unfortunate. Like as far as like
Mm.
you saying like rejection and things like
Yeah.
that's not something you can control.
Yeah.
Um, so that is a part of the beauty aspect
Yeah.
of how it worked out in this
Yeah.
case because
So
she was already so accepting.
for sure.
Um,
Yeah, I'd say in addition to summarizing is manage your expectations.
mm,
Manage your expectations and try not to overthink things
mm-hmm.
and allow things to progress naturally
Yeah,
and in their current natural pace. Don't rush anything, don't force anything, don't
but also
but also
care
yeah,
enough because
yeah,
I think that
sure.
matters too. How much you cared
Yeah,
and
yeah,
just really took initiative to already learn and ask about her, like through
yeah.
the parent.
And also I will say, make sure going in of what you want. Know what you want and don't create a situation where there could be any sort of discord. If you are interested in someone who already has a child and you know the dynamics surrounding it, don't expect to go and have a relationship with this individual entirely separate of building a relationship with the child, if that is the point of the relationship, of having it actually progress towards a fully committed relationship or marriage,
Mm-hmm.
because it's just no point.
Right.
You're interrupting lives,
Yeah.
and especially the lives of children. That is so vital and so important. That's always really bothered me, seeing that when
Yeah.
people will go and enter into a child's life and then the relationship doesn't work out for whatever reason, and then you're just creating fragments of
Mm-hmm.
memories that they keep with them for their entire life
Yeah.
in formative years.
Yeah.
And if you have no intention of being a parent or having a desire to be a parent, there's no point in entering any
Right.
sort of relationship with a parent.
Right. Absolutely.
If you're not prepared to be a parent, you
Don't date a
shouldn't be
parent.
entertaining a parent.
Right. Yeah.
Don't don't create that scenario, because it's not necessary and it's not what's up.
Yeah.
So
100% agree.
make sure you're prepared going into it and be sure that's what you want.
That's good advice.
For sure.
Yeah. Hmm. We actually we made it.
Yeah.
We made it to the 30-minute mark.
We made it to the 30-minute mark.
And I guess we can not. I mean, it's like somewhat of a continuation.
A little part two action.
Yeah, like a somewhat of a part two action, and actually talk about pregnancy.
Boy.
Because
Yeah.
I'm sure that alone can create 30 minutes of talk. Yeah.
That's for sure.
Like what has pregnancy been like for you, ladies?
And for
men, actually, because like
for the spouses,
yes,
for the spouses, partners, what so have you. Like what has that been like for you? If you're not the physical carrier of the child, like what is that like for you? Because I definitely can say it is an experience.
It could have been way more of an experience.
It could have been way more of an experience.
Yeah.
But my wife is amazing, as you will hear about in several of the ways that she is amazing. You'll hear, but it was an experience, mostly imposed by my own overthinking, protectiveness, and whatnot, because daddy mode in high alert. Like, it's so many things it's a beautiful experience, but also highly stressful and
Yeah.
anxiety ridden until the whole way through. You have to make it through months
Yes.
to reach a place of peace, which then starts the usual parental worries of afterwards.
Right.
But
Yeah.
the getting them here is its own unique type
Worry.
of worry.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, so true.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Plenty to say.
Plenty.
Yeah. So I hope you tune in next week and see what we have to say about that.
Mm-hmm.
So until then, I hope that you're doing well, and I hope we will see you again soon.
Yes, indeed. Stay well and prosper, everybody.